Hey there, it's Trisha Hope. I am getting ready to head to DC for the impeachment, the impeachment trial. So I'm making plans to do that, and wanted to kind of clue you guys in on what I'm planning to do. I'll be going to the hearings, of course, and then outside of the hearings, I'm hoping to cross paths with some of the Democrat senators and House members if they're there. I assume Adam Schiff will be there since he is the House manager, and as well as Jerry Nadler, which is comical because he couldn't even make it through the rules hearing. Someone else had to sub for him. Jerry Nadler is not up to the task. Not that anyone could be, because it's ridiculous. There's nothing there. But anyway, so I'm assuming they'll be in and out of the hearing, going to and from. So I'm hoping to run into them. I don't know if Nancy Pelosi will be or not, but I do plan on visiting Nancy. I did go to her office the last time I was in town during the impeachment vote at the House. So I went to her office, and of course she wasn't there. And even if she was, they told me she wasn't. So I went there and spoke to her folks. But I plan on going back, and I started a petition because the woman needs to be drug tested. There's something seriously wrong with her. We all know it. We all know Nancy either has a drug problem, drinking problem, combination of both, or she's mentally incapacitated. She's got an illness that is causing her to behave the way she behaves. My guess is that it's drug and alcohol related, because of all the horrific things she's done. She has to medicate herself to get through the day. And, we pay her. She's paid with taxpayer money. Just because she's a representative doesn't mean she's not, that we don't have a say in what she's doing, because she's the House Speaker. She heads up the entire House. And if she is doing drugs and is in such a way that she is not capable of fulfilling her duties, which it really, come on, people, it appears she is not at capacity. She's there's some issues. So I'm gonna I started the petition, and we're doing okay. We've got 500 and almost 600 signatures, and we just started late yesterday. But that's not nearly enough. That's not nearly enough. We need 100,000 signatures. I don't know that we'll get it before we go to DC, but we're going to get it, because there's easily over 100,000 people who believe what I believe. And so we're going to get the signatures, but everybody has to do their part. You need to go sign the petition. You can find it on my Facebook page, Just the Tweets. It's there. Please, it's been shared a lot. Please share it also. Please sign it. A lot of people seem to be sharing and then forget to sign. So please make sure you sign as well as share. It's really important. Once we get the signatures going, and I'm hoping before I go to DC on Monday or Tuesday, that we have several thousand signatures at that point. And my plan is sometime during the week is to go into Nancy's office with the petition and a drug test kit, because the reality is she needs a drug test. And so as her employer, I'm going to deliver one to her office. I don't at all expect that she's going to do anything with it or even speak to me, but I'm going to make sure she's aware that the people are requesting this, that as her employer, we are requesting that she be drug tested because we believe there is a problem. You wouldn't ignore it if you owned a business and you had an employee that appeared to be using drugs. You would not ignore it. You would address it, and that's what we need to do as her employer. So that's what I'm asking you to do. You've got to participate. I don't expect that everybody can go to DC. I get that I'm lucky and able to do this, but you can sign a petition. And I'm getting a little tired of people saying, well, nothing ever happens with a petition. Well, I get that, but I'm taking this petition to her door. I'm putting it on her desk along with a drug test. We are going to be heard, and I'm going to make a big fat stink. I think I'm capable of doing that, and I will do it. She needs to take a drug test. She is doing illegal drugs, most likely, and if they're not illegal, what the hell is it she has, because we need to know. So I'm going to do my part. I'm going to push, and I'm going to video so that everyone can see, the outcome of that. But I need you to go sign the petition, and I need you to share it everywhere, all of your groups. I mean, you're in Facebook groups, Trump groups, probably, God, I'm in 20, 30 of them at least. I'm sure you are too. I need you to share the petition on every single one of them and explain to people what we're going to be doing, because people are kind of petition fatigued, and so we need to make sure that they're going to go ahead and sign the petition and participate. This isn't a spectator sport. You've got to get involved. And when I hear people say, "Oh, nothing's happening," well, we're the only ones that can make something happen. So don't make excuses. Do the work. It is work. I spend all day, every day doing this. It is work. I'm asking you to spend maybe an hour a day doing this. It's that important. It's important for your children. It's important for you. It's important for your grandchildren. It's important for our country. So I'm asking you to please get involved and participate. Again, go to my Facebook page, Just the Tweets. That's where you'll find the petition. And that's where all of the video will happen. So you need to also, go ahead and like the page so that you can see the video. I stopped doing it on my personal page because frankly I was receiving threats, and not that I won't receive threats on my business page, but they have less information about me from that page than they do on my personal page. So that's why I do that. And it would be easier for me to use my personal page, but it's just not smart. So I'm not going to do that. But I ask you for your support. I ask for you to share, and I ask for you to pay attention, get involved, and be vocal. Sometimes you don't even have to be vocal. When I was in DC last time, I went to the rules hearing, and which was interesting because they only allow three people from the general public could go and attend the hearing, which I thought was absurd. I mean, I really did. I think that's shows you how we were put in the back seat, or way in the back seat. There were so many different media, and I get that we need media because that broadcasts to other people who can't be there, but we don't need all that media. We need more participants from the public there, and it was sad to see that there were only 3 seats. But I waited about 45 minutes and I got one of those seats, and it just so happened that I was seated directly behind the person who was representing the Democrat Party, and Jamie, I think his name is Haskins. He's a Democrat from Maryland. Anyway, I was positioned right in the camera shot and right behind him. And so when he was speaking, I naturally, in the beginning, showed my facial expression because it was pathetic what he was saying. It was ridiculous, and my face showed that. I guess was rolling my eyes and kind of making it very clear I disagreed with what he was saying. So I was actually approached by a Capitol employee who came up to me and he said, "Could you come here for a minute?" And he kind of motioned with his finger for me to come. I said, "No," I said, "I'm listening." I said, "If you have something to tell me, come here and tell me." And so he did. He came over and he said, "Well, you can't video record." And I said, I'm not video recording. You can see I'm not making any kind of video recording." And he said, "Okay, well, you can't have facial expressions." And I said, "Look, I'm a human being. I have a face, and if it's expressing something, that's the way it is. I'm a human being." And so they didn't quite know what to do with me. And I know that there was another gentleman who I had previously run into a couple of days before that was putting this Capitol employee up to what he was doing. They were very concerned about what I was going to do because I had kind of told them all off a few days prior. So I'm sitting there, and at this point I'm getting all kinds of text messages and emails from people saying that I'm in the shot, and I know I'm in the shot because they've told me to stop making facial expressions, and I can kind of get that that's what they're worried about. So I just kept going. I just naturally did make facial expressions that I would have anyway, but now I was aware of that I was in the shot. And they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. The lawyer for, I think his name is, I always forget his name, Baker. Is it Baker or Bauer? I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't like the guy. He's the guy who was the attorney but also a witness. That's reputable. So anyway, he was just texting up a storm, trying to get somebody to do something about me because he knew I was in the shot. And his person, the Democrat from Maryland, was pathetic at what he was trying to do. He was sitting in for Jerry Nadler, who is supposed to be better than this guy, and he wasn't there. Well, this guy was pathetic. He was just not a good guy. And so the attorney is just texting up a storm, trying to get somebody to do something about me. Well, I continue for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they bring in this very, very tall woman to sit right in front of me, to block my shot. So, and they did. They were able to block me. I'm trying to lift up and kind of get around her, but she's very tall. And so I peek on, the other the other way around, and I'm just, at this point, I'm laughing, and I'm just having the best time because this is so damn stupid. They're trying to block out the American people. They're trying to eliminate us from all of this, and it's insane. And it's time it stopped. It's time it stopped. And so I'm going back to DC, and it's going to be balls to the wall. I don't care. I don't care what they think of me. I don't care what people say. I don't care. I'm an American taxpayer, and I'm fed the hell up. So I think it's going to be important for you to tune in. I'm not doing this alone. You're all with me. I need your support. I might be the legs and the physical body there, but I know I am not alone. So please go to my page, my Facebook page, Just the Tweets. Like the page, follow me, and let's get some things done. Thanks.